Hello everyone, Namaskar, welcome to Maths Guidance and welcome to the second lecture of chapter number 6, that is lines and angles. So in this video we are going to study first of all the linear pair axioms. We have two axioms, and then we will see the proof of the vertically opposite angles are equal, and we will solve some questions based on these two topics. And later on if the time persists, time allows, then we will see the parallel lines and a transversal, that how many angles are formed and how the angles are related with each other. So yes, let's start the video, and please watch my video till the end. So friends, let's start the topic by linear pair axioms. So we have two axioms in under this topic. The first one is like this, that if a ray stands on a line, let's write it. If a ray stands on a line, if a ray stands on a line, then the sum of two adjacent angles, then the sum of two adjacent angles so formed is equal to 180 degree. You have read this, alright. So if a ray stands on a line, then the sum of two adjacent angles so formed is 180 degree. And now one is the converse of this, or you can say the vice versa, converse. The converse is, which we call axiom number 2. The converse is like this: if the sum of two adjacent angles is 180 degree, then a ray stands on a line. Okay, vice versa. If the sum of two adjacent angles is 180 degree, then a ray stands on a line. Then a ray stands on a line, or you can say that the sum of the non-common arms, the non-common arms form a line. Non-common arms form a line, which you already have studied. So basically these two axioms are called the linear pair axioms. And you see this example. Let us see. This is OA, this is OB. These are two arms, these are two rays, and let us suppose this stands here, OC. So basically these two are adjacent angles, BOC and AOC. These two are adjacent angles because this stands on both sides, on either sides of the common arm. This is the common arm OC, and these two stands on either side, different sides. So these are adjacent angles, and also they are forming a line. So these are linear pair angles. Alright. So here angle AOB is equal to angle AOC plus angle BOC, and that is equal to 180 degree. Okay. This is what the linear pair axioms say. If a ray stands on a line, then the sum of the two adjacent angles so found is 180 degree. And the converse of this, if the sum of two adjacent angles is 180 degree, then a ray stands on a line, or the non-common arms form a line. These are the non-common arms. OA and OB are the non-common arms. OC is the common arm. Okay, let's write it. OA and OB are the non-common arms. OC is the common arm. Alright. So I hope you understand this thing, that this angle will be equal to 180 degree, or a ray stands on a line. Okay. So let's now move forward. So guys, let's study this thing. This is a theorem that if two lines intersect each other, then the vertically opposite angles are equal. We have studied this thing, but let us see its proof. All right. So let's do the proof now. If two lines intersect each other, then the vertically opposite angles are equal. So we have been given the two lines. Okay, the statement is two lines intersect each other. Let us draw the picture. Let us suppose this is A, this is B, and we have one more line. This is C, this is D, and intersecting at O. Let us suppose this is O. So they are forming two pair of angles. One is this, one is this, AOD, BOC, and one is this, one is this, AOC and BOD. So basically two pairs of vertically opposite angles. Two pairs of vertically opposite angles are formed. Vertically opposite angles are formed. So let us write the two pairs. So the first one is angle AOD, and angle BOC. This is the first pair. The second pair is angle AOC, and angle BOD. Now we have to prove that these two are equal and these two are equal. So let us write it. What is to prove? To prove first one, angle AOD is equal to angle BOC, and second one, angle AOC is equal to angle BOD. So we have to prove these two things. So let us do the proof. Okay, proof. Let us do the proof. So first of all, let us consider angle AOD and angle AOC. Just you keep your finger like this. So these two angles are forming linear pair angles, angle AOD and angle AOC. Okay, so basically CD is a line and OA is the ray stands on it. CD is a line and OA is the ray stands on it. So therefore angle AOD plus angle AOC is equal to 180 degree. This is the linear pair axiom. We have studied. Alright. So angle AOD plus angle AOC equal to 180 degree. Now also this, let us consider now this one. Let us keep your finger here. So AB is a line and OC is the ray. Okay. Also AB is a line and OC is the ray stands on it. Therefore we can write AOC, angle AOC plus angle BOC is equal to 180 degree. This, consider this equation 1. Okay, this is also linear pair axiom. And let us consider this equation 2. So now this is also equal to 100 degree, this is also equal to 100 degree. So equation 1 equal to 2. So equation 1 is equal to equation 2. This implies angle AOD plus angle AOC is equal to angle AOC plus angle BOC. Both are equal to 180 degrees. So angle AOD plus angle AOC equal to angle AOC plus angle BOC. Okay. Now you see this angle AOC. You can directly subtract from both the sides. You can directly remove also. If you remove it directly, then you get angle AOD is equal to angle BOC. Angle AOD equal to angle BOC. This is what we have to prove. We can write it proved. Okay. But if you directly remove it, so under this chapter you have to write it the axiom. What was the axiom? Euclid's axiom. Euclid's axiom that if equals are subtracted from the equals, then the resultant is also equal. The axiom was like this: if equals are subtracted from equals, then the resultant is also equal. I hope you remember this axiom. So based on this axiom, we remove this angle AOC. So angle AOD equal to angle BOC. First one we have proved. Now the second one is angle AOC and angle BOD. Now this we can also prove from here also, from the same figure, angle AOC and BOD. Alright, first we will take these two angles and then these two angles. Let us do it. No problem, we can do it. So AB is a ray and angle AOC BOC. First of all, write angle AOC plus angle BOC is equal to 180 degree. We have already written it here. Angle AOC plus BOC equal to 180 degree. Also angle BOC plus, you see here, angle BOC plus angle BOD, this is also 180 degree, because ray OP lies stands on the line CD. So angle BOC plus BOD plus angle BOD, this is also equal to 180 degree. Let us consider it equation 3 and let us consider it equation 4. Now from 3 and 4, from equations 3 and 4, we can say that angle AOC plus angle BOC is equal to angle BOC plus angle BOD. And we will use the same Euclid's axiom. We will remove this thing. This implies angle AOC is equal to angle BOD. Angle AOC equal to BOD. This is what we have to prove. Angle AOC BOD. Angle AOC angle BOD. Okay. Angle AOC equal to BOD. So these two have been proved very simply using the things you have studied in lecture 1 and also from the earlier chapter, that is Euclid's axiom postulates. So we are using this thing and we are using this axiom, linear pair axiom. So I hope you understand it very well. So let's move on and let's take some questions based on these topics. All right. So friends, let's solve one question based on these topics. The question is like this: in the given figure, the figure is given here, ray OS, this ray OS stands on a line POQ, okay. Ray OR and ray OT, ray OR and ray OT are angle bisectors of angle POS and angle SOQ. Okay, so if POS equal to X, POS is equal to X, then find angle ROT. We have to find this angle ROT. Okay, so first let's solve it. Solution. First of all, we have been given that OR and OT are angle bisectors of POS and SOQ. OR angle POS. So OR is this, angle POS is this. So basically these two angles are equal. These two angles are equal. Angle POR and angle ROS are equal. And second one is these two angles are equal. Okay, angle SOT and angle TOQ are equal. This is what we have been given. This statement says angle bisectors of POS and ROQ. So we can write angle POR is equal to angle ROS. Also angle SOT is equal to angle QOT. This we have been given. Now let's find this angle ROT. Angle ROT. So basically angle ROT we have to find. We can write it as angle ROS plus angle SOT. Let us name it equation 1. We can write it angle ROT equal to ROS plus SOT. Okay. And POS we have been given as angle X. POS as angle X. So if POS is given angle X, then this POR and ROS is X by 2, because POR equal to angle ROS. These two are equals. This has been given X, so these two are X plus 2, X by 2. POS is equal to X. Therefore angle POR equal to angle ROS is equal to X by 2. Let's name it equation 2. This will be X by 2. Alright. So this we have found, X by 2. Now we have to find this one. So from, let's understand, if PQ is a line and OS stands on it, then what we can write according to linear pair axiom? Therefore angle POS plus angle SOQ is equal to 180 degree. We can write linear pair axiom. Okay, this implies POS is how much? POS is X plus angle SOQ is equal to 180 degree. This implies angle SOQ is equal to 180 minus X degree. So let us name it equation 3. So SOQ is equal to, we have found SOQ. Now we know that this is the angle bisector, so SOT equal to TOQ, and that will be equal to half of this SOQ. So now angle SOT equal to angle, you write QOT or TOQ. We have written QOT, so let's write QOT. Angle QOT, that is equal to half of angle SOQ, and that will be equal to half of 180 minus X from equation 3. Alright. So that will be equal to 90 minus X by 2. Let's do it, write it 4. So now we have found this SOT, this SOT we have found, this ROS also we have found. See here, ROS is X by 2 and SOT is 90 minus X by 2. So from these two, if we add these two angles, we find ROT. We have to find angle ROT. Now angle ROT is equal to, see we have written here, ROS plus SOT. Angle ROS plus angle SOT, that is equal to ROS. We have found ROS is basically X by 2, and this SOT we have also found 90 minus X by 2, So this is equal to 90 degree. This is our answer, 90 degree. So basically this is perpendicular, 90 degree. Basically this is perpendicular. OR and OT, these are perpendicular. Later on we will see this is also a theorem. From in the later videos we will see. But we can draw the inference from here that this is a perpendicular. These angle bisectors are basically perpendicular to each other. They are forming an angle of 90 degree. But we have to only find this angle in this question here. So angle ROT equal to 90 degree. So let me tell you how we did this question. We have been given angle POS, that is X. So these two are equals. These are angle bisector. This is angle bisector. So this will be X by 2. This will be X by 2. Now we have found this one. Only we have to find this one so that we can add and find this angle ROT. So how we will find this one? First of all, OS stands on the line PQ. So POS plus SOQ equal to 180 degree. This is X. So this whole angle will be minus X, and this angle will be 180 minus X by 2. This angle will be 180 minus X by 2. This is the way we have found this angle. Then we will add this and this. So we get the answer as 90 degree. So friends, now let us solve this question. The question is like this. It is given that angle XYZ equal to 64 degree and XY is produced to point P. So draw a figure from the given information, and then a question is there. If ray YQ bisects angle ZYP, find angle this and angle this. Alright. So let's solve it. Let's see the solution. The information given is angle XYZ equal to 64 degree. So if we draw like this, angle XYZ, this is X, this is Y, and this is Z. Okay, this is given 64 degree, and XY is produced to point P. Okay, let us produce this to point P. Alright, draw a figure from the given information. This is the figure we have drawn. Now the question is, if ray YQ bisects angle ZYP and ray YQ, means it will be like this. If ray YQ bisects angle ZYP, means ZYP is this, so this will be equal to this angle ZYQ, and angle QYP or P by Q, both will be equal. So find angle XYQ, okay, and reflex angle QYP, it's reflex, no problem, we will do it. First of all, we have to find angle XYQ. So this we have been given. If you find this one, then it will be equal, no problem. So let's start it like this. If YZ is a ray stands on line XP. Let us suppose this is a line, XP is a line, and this ray is standing on it. So now angle XYZ plus angle PYZ plus angle or ZYP, you can write, will be equal to 180 degree. This implies angle XYZ has been given 64 degree plus angle ZYP is equal to 180 degree. This implies angle ZYP is equal to 180 degree minus 64 degree, and that will be equal to 116 degree. 16 plus 4, 20, 60, 80. So angle ZYP equal to 116 degree. So now these two angles are equal. So if this angle is 116, then this will be half of this. So we have to find angle XYQ. Basically we have to find this angle ZYQ. Therefore angle ZYQ will be equal to half of angle ZYP, because this is the angle bisector. Ray YQ bisects, it has been given, so we can write it, it is given. So that will be equal to half of 116 degree, and that is equal to 2 5s are 10, 116, 2 8s are 16, 58 degree. So now we have found this angle ZYQ equal to 58. We have to find angle XYQ. So this plus this. Now angle XYQ will be equal to angle XYZ plus angle ZYQ. That will be equal to 64 plus 58. We have found this one, ZYQ. That will be equal to 122 degree. Okay, so angle XYQ we have found 122 degree. This is one of our answers. Now the second question is reflex angle QYP. QYP reflex. So first of all, let us find angle QYP. Angle QYP is equal to this angle, because these two are equal, and we have found this angle ZYQ. ZYQ is 58 degree, equal to angle ZYQ, and that will be equal to 58 degree. So QYP equal to 58 degree. So reflex angle QYP will be equal to 360 degree minus 58 degree. I hope you remember the reflex angle. So if this is an angle, then this will be the reflex angle. If this is x, then the reflex angle will be 360 minus x. Okay, so that is equal to 302 degree. This is the second question. This was the second question, we have answered it. So one is 122 degree, one is 302 degree. Angle XYQ equal to 122 degree, and reflex angle QYP, since QYP is 58 degree, its reflex will be 302 degree. Okay, I hope all these things are clear to you. We have just used the theorems and axioms we have studied in the chapter, and we are applying these things, such as reflex angle and this linear pair axiom we are using everywhere. You can see here. Okay, you can write here linear pair axiom. Okay, wherever you use something, you should write it. So this gives this is nice if you write this. All right, so let's move on. Let's see one more question and then we will conclude. So friends, let's solve this question. The question is like this: in the given figure, POQ is a line. Ray OR is perpendicular to line PQ. Ray OR is perpendicular to line PQ. So this will be 90 degree. Okay. OS is another ray lying between rays OP and OR. Okay. To prove that angle ROS is equal to half of angle QOS minus angle POS. We have to prove this one. So okay, let's do it. Solution. What are the given things? Given angle QOR, we can say angle QOR equal to 90 degree. This is given because this is perpendicular. Also angle POR we can say is 90 degree. Angle POR equal to 90 degree. How? Because this will be total 180 degree. Let's write it how it is 90 degree. Ray OR stands on the line PQ. So as per linear pair axiom, angle POR plus angle QOR is equal to 180 degree. So angle POR is equal to 180 minus angle QOR, that is equal to 180 minus 90, that is equal to 90 degree. So we have written here angle POR equal to 90 degree. Okay. So this is given. Also given is OS is a ray lying between rays OP and OR. Okay. Let's write it also. OS or ray OS lies between rays OP and OR. Rays OP and OR. This was given. And to prove this, angle ROS is equal to half of angle QOS minus angle POS. Now we will prove it. Okay, let's start with this angle QOS and POS. Angle QOS and angle POS. Okay, so QOS is equal to QOR plus ROS. Okay, we can write angle QOS is equal to angle QOR plus angle ROS. Let us take is 1. Also, this POR equal to this plus this. We can write angle POR or ROP, angle ROP equal to angle ROS plus angle SOP plus angle SOP, or you can write POS. So this implies angle POS equal to how much? Angle ROP minus angle ROS. Okay. Now let us take this is equation 2 and let us subtract this equation on subtraction of equation 2 from equation 1. We get angle QOS minus angle POS is equal to, let's write this one, angle QOR plus angle ROS minus this one angle ROP, and this minus and minus will become plus angle ROS. So that is equal to, you see, 1 ROS, 2 ROS, and this QOR, angle QOR is equal to 90 degree, and also angle ROP or POR, you can say POR, this is also 90 degree. So you can cancel out this. This is 90, this is 90. You can cancel out. So basically 2 angle ROS. This implies angle ROS is equal to half of angle QOS minus angle POS. And this is what we had to proved. Angle ROS equal to half angle QOS minus POS. We eliminate these two angles because both are 90 degree. QOR and POR. We had written here QOR 90, POR also 90. So we will just eliminate this thing. And this 1 plus 1, 2 angle ROS. 2 angle ROS equal to this. So when you divide by 2, angle ROS equal to half of angle this minus this. So this was the proof. So I hope you understand this question. So this question and the question before this was from the NCERT exercise 6.1. So these two are good questions, I think. So I solved it. Later on we will solve some more problems. Alright. So guys, let's solve these 3 questions based on the complementary and supplementary angles. So I was missing this part, the questions based on complementary and supplementary angle. So I took 3 questions. So let's solve it one by one. First solution of question 4. Find the measure of an angle which is 25 degree less than its supplement. So from supplement you understand supplementary angle. From complement you understand complementary angles. Alright. Find the measure of an angle which is 25 degree less than its supplement. So let the angle equal to x. Let the angle equal to x degree. So as per given information, which is 25 degree less than its supplement. So its supplement, first of all write its supplement equal to, its supplement is equal to 180 minus x. 180 minus x. Now as per the given information, we can say that the measure of an angle which is 25 degree less than its supplement, x is equal to, its supplement is 180 minus x minus 25. This is what it has been provided here. It is 25 degree less than its supplement. So its supplement is this and less than 25 minus 25. So we have to solve this one. So basically x equal to 180 minus x minus 25. This implies this x will come with this side, 2x equal to 180 minus 25. 180 minus 25, and that is equal to 155. Or x equal to 2 7 are 14, 115, 2 7 are 14, 0.5 degree. So this is our answer. Okay. Now let's solve question number 5. It is like this: find the measure of an angle if 7 times its complement is 10 degree less than 3 times its supplement. First of all, write the same thing. Let the angle equal to x. Let the angle is equal to x. So its supplement and complement both we will write. Its supplement is equal to 180 minus x degree. Also its complement we will write. Its complement or complementary angle is equal to 90 minus x degree. Now, as per the question, as per the given information, we have, what do we have? 7 times its complement. So 7 times its complement is 90 minus x. 7 times its complement is 10 degree less than 3 times its supplement. 10 degree less than 3 times its supplement. 3 times its supplement is this one, and minus of 10. Okay, 10 degree less than its supplement. Now we will solve it. 7 9 is 63 minus 7x equal to 540 minus 3x minus 10. This implies this 7 will keep this side, so 7x minus 3x is equal to 630 plus 10 minus 540. So 4x is equal to 630 plus 10, 640 minus 540 means 100. This implies x equal to 25 degree. So this is our answer, x equal to 25 degree. Alright, so let's solve the last one. The complementary angles are in the ratio 4:5. Find the angles. 4:5. Find the angles. Let angles ratio be in x. So 4:5. That means 4x and 5x. The angles are like this, 4x and 5x. Now complementary. So 4x plus 5x is equal to 90. This implies 9x equal to 90 or x equal to 10. So angles are 10, 4x and 5x. So 4 into 10 is 40 and 50. 40 and 50. This is the answer. Angles ratio be in x 4:5. So 4x and 5x. You can solve it by other way. The ratio has been given 4:5. So first one, how will we do it? 4 by 4 plus 5, then multiplied by its complementary. That means 4 by 9 into 90. That means 40. Similarly, this 5 also we can calculate 50. So I hope the questions on complementary and supplementary angles are enough, and you can solve any problem now based on these questions. So better to conclude this topic and lecture, and we will meet on the next lecture. Okay. So guys, in this lecture we have studied one linear pair axiom and one theorem, that was the vertically opposite angles are equal. Alright, if two lines intersect, then the vertically opposite angles are equal. We have two pairs of vertically opposite angles and they are equal, and we have seen its proof also. So its proof is important, and later on we solved some questions, I think 6 or 7 questions we solved, and all the questions were very good questions. Some I had taken from the NCERT textbook, and some I had taken from the R.S. Agarwal reference book. So I hope you liked the video, the topic also, and you are liking the chapter also. It's a very important chapter and very interesting chapter also. So please keep watching my videos. We will meet you in the third lecture in L3, and we will see some more aspects of this chapter. So hopefully you have enjoyed my video, and please like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you very much.